Uh-oh. It's like a boxer. Whoa. That's one of my favorite beats right there.
It is.
What's up, y'all? The DJ Boo Radio Show.
Hey, guys.
What's up? What's up? It's your boy DJ Duke.
DJ Keesh.
Niledge.
What's up, y'all? Man, you held it out. That was impressive.
Thank you.
That's impressive. How's everybody weekend? Knowledge. Keys first, ladies first.
Okay.
First.
My weekend was good. Shout out to Marcus Dent. I did the 500 and under art gallery, Maryland Art Gallery. I DJ that, so that was dope. But besides that, I had like private events, but pretty chill.
Oh, that was good, man. It was cool. I was in Philly, well, with you on Friday.
How was Philly? Cool. I seen y'all Instagram.
Hey, it was. I ain't gonna lie.
It looked lit.
We was in the VIP section, and it was lit. Like it was lit.
Yeah.
It was definitely lit. It was one artist. What was his name?
With the artist?
The artist.
Oh,
Black De Niro.
Black De Niro.
Okay.
Yeah.
He performed. He actually did like a video joint, like on the spot.
Nice.
Yeah, it was cool.
He recorded his video on the spot?
Yeah, he had a videographer in there.
Oh, I mean, kill two birds with one stone. I love it.
Yeah.
Great idea.
Yeah, it was cool.
Great weekend. Yeah, Friday. For me, Friday was in Philly. Shout out to DJ Mackie Rock Nation.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
They are here December 29th. Shout out Nick of Time Media on the live. So make sure y'all get y'all tickets for that. And then Saturday I had a fashion show. Shout out to Nelly Hendricks and them. And before that, I had the Aloft Hotel.
Okay.
Shout out to Dr. White and the whole crew there. That was crazy. Sunday, I chilled out, laid back. Monday was the artist showcase. Last night was a toy drive. Shout out to DJ Cole. Bring up later. So, busy as usual. Blessed. I really like that leather. I wish y'all could see this leather today.
It's Mew Leather, black
Let's talk about that
brand.
Where can we speak on that real quick?
She's a New York-based company.
Okay.
And how do you say that?
Mew Leather.
Mew Leather.
She's African and Austrian.
Oh,
all right.
Okay. It sounds expensive. So if I had $500, can I get that or?
Absolutely. Something like this is probably like $350.
Right. See how she talk? That's boss talk. We're gonna let you talk.
Salute the fashion.
Yeah, salute the fashion.
Hey, what we got for our hot
yes.
topics of the day today? Miss Keesh the brand.
This your girl DJ Keesh, and we're getting into the hot topics of the week.
Well, both of you guys have Instagram, right? I don't know if you guys follow Super Scent. Raynell Stewart, the CEO of The Crayon Case, which is a makeup company. No?
Okay.
You guys follow her? Okay, you definitely have to because she's hilarious. And the real BB Judy, you like Love and Hip Hop. You always see them shouting out the miracle drops that you do for your edges, that people use for their edges.
I have edges somewhere.
Well, I'm saying women or men, you can use it on your hairline, your mustache, whatever.
Okay. Now he's my barber. Anyway.
Jessica Dupart, the CEO of the Kaleidoscope Hair Products. Well, they hosted the NOLA Big Christmas at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. They actually hosted the biggest toy giveaway in the world with 5,019 toys. So they actually made history. They actually just have the Guinness World Record now for the largest toy drive.
Oh, okay.
So shout out to them. Hong Kong had it previously at 3,000, but they surpassed them at 5,019 toys. So that's amazing. That's amazing. And they actually had too many toys, like for the people that came out. So they actually gave the rest of the toys to everybody that volunteered. So everybody that volunteered pretty much had Christmas is done for them, for their families. They walked away with big trash bags. So, and you don't have to just give away at that level. Just know that it's holiday season. You can just give away at any level. Channing Dungey, she is the first Black African-American president of a major network. She was the former president of ABC Network, where she helped oversee the development of shows such as Scandal, which is my favorite, How to Get Away with Murder, another top favorite, The Good Doctor, a show that's on now that I enjoy, and Once Upon a Time. I don't know if you guys seen any of those shows. Well, she just said good riddance to ABC and just joined Netflix.
What? Okay.
Yes.
Netflix is killing
it. She's going to be the vice president alongside Cindy Holland, where she will actually oversee Netflix original series and deals that they have now with like Shonda Rhimes, the writer of How to Get Away with Murder and Scandal. Kenya Barris, the writer of Blackish. And Genji Conan, the writer of Orange is the New Black. Barack and Michelle Obama. And Ryan Murphy, the writer of Glee.
Okay.
So I don't know if you watch any of those shows, but watch out because Netflix is going to be producing some hot stuff coming up.
Yeah, they
and
got.
I am like
big announcement.
Everybody's coming
yes,
out on Netflix.
everybody is joining Netflix. So she's going to be overseeing their deals and everything. So I'm excited for this. And shout out to her for making history. First black president of a major network of ABC. Come on now. Walk of Fame. DC is bringing its own Walk of Fame. It's going to parallel the Hollywood Walk of Fame, like you guys always all know the Hollywood Walk of Fame, of course. Well, it's going to be that with a little twist. It's being built leading up to the historic Howard Theater. So that's awesome. It's going to be a mile-long spread. The medallion will face will be faces of entertainers that grace the Howard Theater stage. So that's going to be awesome. It's some entertainers such as Chuck Brown, Marvin Gaye, Ella Fitzgerald, and James Brown, just to name a few. So I'm excited for this.
Okay.
Yeah.
They have a $400,000 budget for this, so this is major.
I love the Howard Theater.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we
so
down
many
there for,
legends grace that stage.
Rock Nation one time, right? No, yeah, Rock Nation.
Yeah, for Ralph Carter.
Yeah, shout out to Ralph Carter.
I saw George Clinton there.
Wow.
Man, amazing. Amazing. That dude, like, I always say, like, if I was back in the day, I would have been a Parliament Funkadelic. I would have been a P-Funk.
I can see that.
They was getting it in. I'm talking about rocking, man. Like, it was nonstop. That was great.
Definitely.
Hot topics of the week.
Okay.
Thanks, Keesh.
Appreciate
No
that, Keesh.
problem.
That leverage. I gotta get my wife that leverage. That leverage. Ridiculous.
Shout out to Mew Letter.
Yeah,
Mew Letter.
Yeah, I need the Instagram. Can you shout out one more time? Instagram.
Mew Letter Label is the Instagram. MUEHLEDER. So Mew Letter Label.
Okay.
Shout out to DJ Arno on the check-in.
We got some special guests in here. I want them to introduce themselves. Who we got in the building?
Will Hug, a.k.a. White Boy Will.
White Boy Will.
Why they call you that? I'm just playing.
Michael Joyner.
We got DJ Michael Joyner in the building.
Okay.
You know, a couple of some of my house heads out there, man.
Yes.
You might want to pay attention because these guys got an event called Bese Saka. Am I saying that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Bese Saka, the party for the house music purists. So tell us about the origin of how this event came about.
I think it was about 3 years ago. Me and Will was going to throw a party because our birthdays are in the same month, within I guess a week or two apart, and it didn't happen. So 2 years later, we got together again. We said we would go ahead and do a party. So we did a party at St. Mary's, and it was lit. It was packed, and we went off well. So from there, we decided, hey, let's put together a party. So, what I mentioned to Will was I just didn't want it to just be just any type of name. I wanted to create a brand, something that we can be proud of as a people when we come to this event. So, me and Will was on the phone.
Right.
I was on the phone, and I said, well, I've asked 4 other people. Give me some ideas. I'm a DJ. I'm not. This is not my market. So the 4 people came back. 2 weeks later, they didn't have any names from me. One female, she gave me a few names. They were okay, but I wanted the symbol to match the name. So, or the symbol to have meaning per se. So, me and Will got on the phone. We punched up. We went on Google. We went through all these African signs and symbols and what they meant. We must have looked at about close to 100, I guess.
Well, there was a website that I go to a lot called adinkra.org, and they go over the meanings and the symbols for the Adinkra symbols. The most famous Adinkra symbol would be Sankofa. Most people know that one. The bird looking back, flying forward, looking back. And so we were looking through hundreds of those symbols, and we were looking for something that had a meaning that was fairly easy to say for folks in Baltimore, and actually had a meaning that appealed to what we were trying to do.
Yeah.
So we both we had about 3 that we liked. Bese Saka was the one we settled on, which is it's basically a symbol of cola nuts. And as you may know, in a lot of West African cultures, that's a symbol where if somebody comes into your home, you break the kola nut in half. And it's a symbol of welcoming, but also abundance and prosperity and togetherness and unity. And that really spoke to us.
Yeah, absolutely. And we also like the symbol as opposed to some of the other symbols. The symbols, many people were saying it looked like a butterfly, but I had to make an announcement on Facebook. It's not a butterfly. So then I had to start putting out what the actual meaning of it was. And basically, I mean, and we of course had to do a search to make sure no one else is trademarking it or using it for anything else before we pick it up. And we did that. We were clear. So we felt like it was our time. And everything is about timing. Because we've been in the scene for 40 years and going to many different events. And when we decided to do this, we wanted something that's going to be unique, that was going to put Baltimore back on the platform that would be recognized in other cities. Because Baltimore has a flavor of its own. But to be recognized from other cities, it has to be kind of diverse. You know, not just with a Baltimore stamp, but everybody's feel to it. So that's when we were looking at this and we looked at the meaning and what it stood for. So when you wear the shirt, it's not like you just wearing a shirt. When you say it, you speaking power into it. Into your, I mean, words have power.
Absolutely.
You know?
So when I know the last time I wore the shirt, when I came to y'all last party, well, one of y'all events, and somebody stopped me like, that's a powerful shirt. That's a dope party. Like, and I was like, I know, I've been there. That's why I got the shirt on. So take us back to Mike. What started you DJing? How did you get into music?
Well, it goes way back, man. It started out as dancing as a young kid. Well, I wasn't deep into the martial arts at an early age, and from there, I don't know what martial arts and music has in common, but for some reason it seems to be it's in common in some way. So back in the day, doing backyard parties with grocery carts, we would literally have 4 grocery carts. 2 would have records, the other 2 would have speakers and receivers, and we would walk 2-3 miles to a party.
What?
Wow.
And DJing parties, yes. And we talking today with people
like they do now, right?
Wow.
Shade.
Serious
for $35. I mean, that was a big money back in 79, 81. So but that's the day when no one robbed you. People was actually where the party at. They would actually follow you. You have a crowd of people following you for wherever the party is going to go.
The mic parade.
That is dope. That is dope.
Exactly. So from there, doing professionally, I was actually with, nobody really knows this, but Carver Homecoming Dance in 1982. I knew a DJ on the radio who had a promo of Run DMC. It's like that. No one ever even heard of Run DMC in Maryland or Baltimore. So I dropped that record at that homecoming dance, and from the first needle drop, it was like, who is that?
Wow.
You know, play it again. I said, I only have one copy. Just play it again.
I go ahead too.
Turn it over.
That's dope.
Play it. You know?
Play it again.
Right. So just a little bit, you know, the history for us, me going back there. And from there, I have a cousin named Gregory Stroggins who's owned many clubs around the city.
Yeah, nice.
And he knew I DJ'd, and I used to go down to his club called Sirocco's on 33rd in Greenmount.
Okay.
And he had a little arcade, and I would be down there. I mean, I'm 11 years old, 12 years old, and the DJ would come in for the evening because the club is upstairs.
Okay.
And I would just dance before the people got there because I just loved to dance.
Yeah.
You know, and I was particular, even at that age, about how the delivery was, his attack on his mix and his release, even at a young age. And I wasn't, you know. So from there, I started doing more and more parties, and Gregory opened up a spot called Hats on Packer and Franklin Street. And that was when I DJed with Tommy, Teddy, and Jay Steinhauer. No one before they were the Basement Boys.
Okay.
You're original.
So yes.
Certified.
Right. And I kind of felt like it was an education, you know, being the only straight dude in the gay bar, you know. So I was like, you know, trying to, keep it together.
Yeah, you understand.
But they will always say, like, how you play so well and how you relate to us on that music side,
element,
and you had to accept you. I said, well, I'm a good learner. I'm a good student of just watching and observing.
Right.
So that's where I learned precision and timing, because as soon as you put the wrong song on the wrong time, and they'll just leave the dance floor. So for me, that pressure. Yeah, I learned pressure at a young age, and how to deal with pressure, and how to study a dance floor and watch the energy and feel the energy from the floor, and adjust. And from there, they let me back up. Gregory Sharpson brought Wayne Davis in at Sirocco's. That's when I first met Wayne Davis at Sirocco's, and from there, Wayne started managing Hats, the bar on Franklin and Packer, and that's when I got a closer relationship with Wayne Davis.
Shout out to Wayne Davis.
Yeah, shout out to Wayne Davis.
Legendary.
Absolutely. And from there, they moved to Club Fantasies on, what was the address?
It's Howard and Center.
I know it was Howard. I think it's 300 North Howard. I think it's 300 North Howard Street. And I started there. But when I started, I was a nobody, because Tony Fashaw, Jerome Hicks, which coming from that Odell's era, they pretty much had the whole city locked down.
So Odell,
exactly.
I know a little bit. I know a little history.
So I'm an alien, coming in.
You history, man.
I'm coming in, and back in that day, Friday was the night.
Okay.
Saturday was for older people. The older crowd came out on Saturdays. Okay. We had Fridays. Okay. So when they put me on Saturdays, I'm like, man, I don't know who I'm going to get to come, because that's not a night we go out. Right. So I had about 6 people who would come from Columbia, District of Columbia, and they would come in, and I would play my heart out for that 6 people. And next week they brought more people, and I played my heart out for that 12 people. And within a year, close to about a year, from 6 to about 600 people. Wow. To line up the street. No act, just to hear the DJ.
And it's crazy not to cut you out, and a lot of people need to hear that, because my man Niledge started at Page, shout out to AJ and Page, we had, 5 people? 6 people.
Right.
I had one of my homegirls like, you DJing for the air.
At Good Times, we had one.
I remember one person at Good Times.
One or two.
And we kept it going. Even the identity sometimes.
And that was me.
It was slow.
Right.
And that was me listening to him. And him listening to me.
And I'm like, we just want to keep playing. Right. Keep playing. And then that really grew our brand. So that's actually a great knowledge to drop on somebody. Right. I need people to call up, man, 410-481-1010. Right. Because we can pick your brain. I can pick
I could write a book on this.
Yeah, between them two. So, Will, same question. How did you get into music?
Well, I used to walk like a mile to go up to Corvette's, where the Foreman Mills is. I used to walk a mile up there to get my disco records, because I was listening to disco. I grew up doing integration West Baltimore, and so I was listening to everything. Like I have One Nation Under a Groove, Groove Line, Strawberry Letter Number 23. I have all the original. I have them at home. Like I went and bought those for $1.05.
Wow.
And so I was always into music, and then in 6th grade they held a disco in our Thomas Jefferson Gymnasium, and I went and I was like, oh my gosh, this is what I want to do. I want to dance. And then later I collected music, and people would ask me to DJ their parties. So I had these little, I would just do a little pause mixing, with the tape, tape to tape.
Yeah, tape to tape.
Right. And then went off to college, was playing everything, there on the radio, had a radio show, and then I came back to Baltimore for first semester, spring semester. I had to leave college, and I met Tanya.
Okay,
as
shout
you know,
out to the boss.
Yeah, and she's one of our hosts and a club legend. She knows everybody, Wayne Davis and everybody. She got me into house. She got all of Catonsville into house. We were at people don't believe me.
Ambassador, house ambassador.
People believe me. We were in Soundwaves.
I like that, Mike. Right. House ambassador.
No, really, we were in Soundwaves, and people would walk in and say, "What is that?" I mean, people from all walks of life. Trust me. And it was "Jack Your Body," "Move Your Body," "Jump Back" by Dar Braxton. All in All by Joy Sims. So I was really into that music. I was buying all the house songs. She got me into Odell. She was like, well, if you like this music, you have to come down to Odell's. I was like, what's that? And so I went down. And I soon found out
clubs now.
she had to like vouch for me and say I wasn't, so and so. That I was legit.
So she been bossed up with the same mic. Will, so she been bossed up. Will,
yeah, she's
been bossed. Okay.
She's been bossed for forever. And then so I went back to college, and I went to Oberlin, where there's a conservatory. So a lot of people are really into music, and so we had a disco 5 nights a week. So I had Saturday, which is the biggest night, and it's nothing like what Mike was doing, but I was really into creating something new. So I would mix house and new wave and go-go and Motown and rock,
like
everything, soca, African.
Right.
And so, but then on the radio, I would just do house.
Okay.
And then, back in those days in late '80s, there was house, from every different area. Every area had its own flavor. So Newark had its very soulful, vocal style, and New York had kind of break beats, and then Chicago, I was really into the Chicago sound, Trax Records, of course, DJ International, all that. Actually went out there and got records myself because we didn't have any records.
Yeah.
And even though Cleveland was more a hip hop's area, people started getting into house, at least at our radio station and in our disco. So I'd come back on the weekends, not on the weekends, on the breaks, and see Tommy at Metro, pick his brain, say, can I get some records? I went to the club, I heard this song, and you know how Tommy Davis is. He was just like, oh yeah, that's this one. If you like that, you like this. And he was spinning live in the store, which was kind of rare, as you know.
Yeah.
And so I would pick up a lot of records from there. So I never really made it to be a club DJ like Mike, but I was always a house.
He was always around
head, and I was a house ambassador myself, and like bringing it to places where people didn't hear of it, and mixing it with things that people didn't expect.
Right.
So and then I took a break from house when I moved out to Western Massachusetts. There wasn't a lot of house out there, but when I came back to Baltimore in 2000, I had to have the release, and I've been dancing since I was in, sixth grade.
Right.
And so then I got to know everybody all over again.
Let me jump on this phone line real quick. We got Sharon on the line. Hello, Sharon. Hello.
Hey, how you doing, Sharon?
Hi, how are you?
Good.
We're
How are
doing
you?
great. How you doing?
I'm good. This is interesting. I was listening to the gentleman talk about his past and music. That's pretty cool.
Well, we appreciate that. You got any questions?
No.
Or comment?
I want to know how his experience was at Odell's.
Yeah.
If he enjoyed it or if he thought it was different.
Both.
Well, my experience at Odell's was, first of all, I didn't get in every night I went. That was the thing, and that was the first time I've ever experienced being taken out of a line because of what I had on. They didn't like what I would have. Well, my shoes didn't match my clothes, so they were
Swag was off.
Right, exactly. So going to Odell's is almost like going to court. Because you're standing out line. I mean, you hear this Jurassic system, and you're outside standing, and you're waiting, and you just praying that you get in.
It was that deep back then?
It was that, bro.
Wow.
Bro, it was to the point they walking, they looking at what you got on.
Really?
You can't get in with that. Come
Sir?
on.
Wow.
Yes. You almost had to bring a change of clothes in the car. How does this look?
Just in case. Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow.
Is this Sharon Nixon?
Yes, this is she.
Okay, the legendary Sharon Nixon. If y'all don't, she's from our fashion umbrella.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Thanks for calling in. Actually, we have an event coming up. That's called Youth Open Mic Performance. So once a month, it's based off the Chance the Rapper formula out of Chicago.
Wow.
Once a month, we have youth come in at the War Memorial Building to display their talents. And it's kind of like a safe zone for the youth. So sometimes they might not want to perform in front of their parents, and we politely ask for them to step out, while we do it. So at first, real quick, Sharon, remember, she first asked me to come on board. I said, I don't think Baltimore parents is going to leave their kids and come back. But so we struggling with that a little bit, but it's actually working. So we need the help of everybody listening. Right. Pretty sure we're going to help out to get some kids to come down, stuff like that. And we need you to speak, man. Y'all, both of you guys with your intelligence. And that's what I think kids need. They need a history lesson along with something that's interesting.
Absolutely.
And they go together. Yeah. So thanks for calling, Sharon.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, Sharon.
All right.
Have a good one.
All right, you too.
All right.
Yeah, and music being at the core of all that, you know, it's definitely love, man. I mean,
Well, I think it's time me going to. I mean, we got since we talking about music.
Hey, time for this artist spotlight.
This is the greatest beat ever made. Shout out to Ron Lee. What's up? It's your boy DJ Duke. This is the Artist Spotlight live on 1010 WOLB. All right, man. This week I have a pleasure. The Artist Spotlight person this week is a great friend of mine. Go by the name of DJ Cole. I started out with DJ Cole. Well, I met her at the studio me and Niledge in Fuse DMV. So since that day, she went from using like the virtual DJ program to the Serato program. From using a smaller controller to messing around with the turntable a little, you know, and just involving all the way around the board. Right. When I first met her, she was saying, "Dude, this is just a hobby. I ain't taking DJing seriously." And I said, "Cole, I'm telling you, you start seeing the money and the relationships." Right. And so I'm definitely proud of her. Yesterday was our first toy drive. So it went tremendous. A lot of sponsors come. Right. So I had to give her an artist, even though it's a friend of mine. I was like, "No, I gotta give you an artist spotlight today." Usually I give it to a rapper or a singer, but I gotta give it to somebody with a drive. Like, so that was a great.
That's what's up.
She's dope. I love her.
Shout out to Cole. What up, Cole?
And I did say last week about female DJs, so I still don't want to say female DJs, but salute to the female.
Absolutely.
I like to say DJs. Right. I don't like to put them in a box. Right. But at the same time, I understand business and networking. It does make sense to say a female DJ sometimes. So I get it, but definitely shout out to DJ Cole. That's my artist spotlight.
That's what's
of the week.
Shout out to Cole.
Yes. And the other thing that we had started, man, now that I talked about Keesh to fill you in, every week we want to pay homage to someone that passed away in the music business. We first started with Lil Scooter last week at my artist showcase. So this week we want to say rest in peace to Smash. He was a good friend of mine also.
Yeah,
my brother.
Smash was cool.
Yeah, so definitely rest in peace to Smash. And you know what I mean? So we just gonna keep it moving like that, man.
Already. Cool.
So we're going back to the guests, man.
So when is the next Bese Saka?
We have a party coming up this Friday.
This Friday?
Yeah, Christmas party.
Okay, where?
The Christmas party of the year. 1722. We have a monster of a special guest coming in, Jahar Muhammad from New Jersey.
Okay.
Nice.
Yes.
Out of this world.
Yeah.
A DJ, a musician, or
DJ.
DJ. And it was amazing because I only... I have a few of his songs, but when I punched his name up, man, my goodness, this dude
came down.
Yes, I mean this dude has this stamp on.
From Jersey.
Yes, has this stamp on so much music.
I'm gonna check his joints out.
I'm gonna try that.
I met him back in 80, 87 on Charles Street, the Depot. He was DJing at the Depot, and he was deep then. But again, he's not who he is today.
Right.
Yeah, it's great. When I say instruments, I was asking because somehow you got like Dave the drummer, shout the Dave the drummer, or different people with y'all. Do y'all incorporate that into your party or?
Yeah, we have the inner corner band comes and does live percussion.
Oh, okay.
Plus, we have people bring their own whistles. We have tambourines. People play. It's a very interactive party, and it's soulful, it's African influence, but it's all music, all people. So it's a very unifying, fun. It's really a fun experience. No drama. It's really cool.
And that's basically something that a part of the vision is what I wanted. I wanted a multicultural, diverse. If you really want to see the love of house, I mean, collectively, it's everybody. And I think when you label a party a certain way or advertise a certain way, it's kind of like you oust other people, and then when they see that advertising, they feel like, oh, that's not for us. And I never want to party like that. I mean, I want to party. I mean, our last party we had our Caucasian brothers, our Asian brothers, and they walked in and they jumped right in.
They felt absolutely. I caught the vibe one time. Absolutely, I remember. Now, so is this Friday? Where is the location?
1722 North Charles Street.
Okay.
Factory 17.
That's a block up from where my party is.
A block up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Charles and what?
Right next to the Depot.
Well, it's about a block before North Avenue.
Okay.
Down the street from Trips, please.
Is it the place where we went?
Gatsby's.
Lafayette. You know where I had my parties at? Montego.
Yeah, right by
at 1818.
Where we did the happy hour.
Yeah.
Is it what's the name have the happy hour?
It's a block before that.
Shout out to Joyner.
It's a block before that.
They've been there, I think, since 82.
Wow.
They've been open since 82.
Man, I was born in
the sound system in there is
crazy.
It is.
I love it.
They have probably a original sound system. People don't invest in sound like that.
What?
That's right.
They got the old school.
I agree. I agree.
They got the old school boxes.
Then they realize the system is the amusement. I mean, the DJs add to it, but when you talk about Odell's, man, all you had to do was drop the needle.
Does anybody know
The system is going to take you on a ride that you've never experienced before. I mean, to actually feel like you're in the cabinet.
Who did the music? Tony, do you know who did? Boss Lady. You know who did the sound system at what else?
Richard Long.
Richard Long. Okay, we need to get him up here. Everybody I talk to talk about the sound system.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not sure if he's still living. Yeah,
I think he did.
Yeah, he did a garage, the Paradise Garage.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Yes.
Like he's a legendary.
Absolutely,
he's legendary when it comes to sound.
Absolutely.
I mean, everybody I talk to about Odell. Of course, like I said, I was born in '88. I never experienced Odell, but I hear the system was everything.
Just like Paradise.
Exactly.
Paradise. Absolutely. Shout out to Wayne Davis for putting that together and having his heart.
You've experienced the Paradox.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Of course. First, I'm sorry to cut you off, Mike. Have you experienced the Paradox?
Absolutely.
Shake and bake. I'm talking about our stuff. Now, okay. What color was the floor in the Paradox?
See, I don't know all of these questions. You won't get me.
I say you rock each other? Okay.
Well,
okay, each other. All right.
What color was the floor? Black?
I don't even know myself.
It was a black and white.
What kind of grayish?
When you came in, it was black and white tile.
Yeah,
at the
I remember
end,
black and white.
and a wooden floor in the big area, but in the back area was
It was like concrete
for a while.
See, I've never been when the lights was on. You guys been when the lights was on.
We coming on through DJ Big L era and stuff like that. So floor might have been different. I don't know.
No, the floor is the same.
Yeah,
they just extended the back areas, like old, like new rooms back then.
When it first came out,
it's always been like that.
It was a concrete throughout the whole thing when it first opened.
Yeah, when it first opened.
They had a little basketball hoop, right? Then they had a little basketball hoop.
Yeah, they had a basketball
That was my Friday night. It was Hammer Jacks first. My Hammer Jacks, not the back in the day.
Right.
My Hammer Jacks first. I mean, there.
The original.
Paradise.
Right.
That was my Friday night. 5 in the morning, come on.
And that's the thing about our party is it stays open until 5. So a lot of people will start another party and come to ours. So that's nice.
Wow, I love it.
So you DJ all night?
No, actually, I've been bringing on board some of the Baltimore DJs. I mean, because this is my opportunity to show my love to the Baltimore DJs, and besides coming to supporting their parties, now I can actually support them by bringing them on board and playing. Yeah, so it's my way to give back to the the DJ industry.
House music.
What DJs do you work with in Baltimore?
Well, I've had Damon Ramsey come play with me.
DJ Baby, Andrew Hogan,
Biscuit,
Andrew Hogan,
Biscuit.
I haven't had Biscuit yet.
Yeah,
OG came through.
OG, I've had OG. I've had OG. Who else?
Daryl Lewis.
Oh,
you had
Mark Evans.
Then you have what's my man name?
Mark
Henry. Yeah,
right.
Sorry,
Mark Henry.
Yeah.
And Mark. What's Mark Moultrie?
Mark Moultrie.
Oh yeah, Mark Moultrie.
Yes,
Okay.
And these are guys that we've always known each other for many years. But again, now that I'm back on the scene, because I stopped DJing for since '93, I stopped DJing.
Wow.
I stopped.
20-something years.
But you know it's crazy when you hear DJ and the whole name. They serious. They like, I'm DJ Duke and I ain't got my whole name. Ain't Duke.
Right.
So I hear a DJ like,
that's old school. That's how they did it.
Mike Williams today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me jump on the phone real quick.
Who we got calling?
We got Rome on the phone. Rome.
What's going on?
What's up, Rome?
Is this all year money?
You already know.
What's up, man?
What's up, Rome? How you feeling?
Hey.
Fresh off tour? How you feeling?
Good, man. Just, calling to show y'all some love, man, because y'all always show me love. So, you know what I mean? Let y'all know, keep doing what y'all doing, man. I'm loving what y'all doing.
Thanks,
appreciate that, Ron.
Hey, Ron, real quick. So are y'all currently on tour? When your tour start back up, and what's the name of your tour?
Well, the tour, the Rap Carter Culture Tour, the last one was in DR. So we're waiting for the next leg to come up, and then I'll put them dates out once those dates start coming. So, of course, everybody know that's Rel Carter, A&R, Rock Nation, and it's Jay-Z nephew. We've been on tour with him since October 2017. Been moving with that. White Boy Frazier, signed to the plug on all the streaming outlets.
White Magic.
And then we got the mixtape, White Magic, that's been doing real good. But I just signed a new artist, Lil Teezy.
Congrats on that.
For us to get them up on there, man. And then, like I say, they got a joint project coming out. Y'all gonna be the first one to hear this name, man.
I appreciate that.
That's because I rock with y'all.
Hey, Ron, but listen. Hey, Ron, if you need somebody to carry your luggage and stuff, let me know. I have no problem. I'm keeping on here with DJ. I'm just saying.
I seen them signing bonuses y'all giving out over there.
Hey,
So
I gotta give it to him. They did shout to Rock Nation Rail Carter. They gave me an opportunity to DJ for Rail Carter himself.
Wow.
He came
That's
to Baltimore, and after that we went to DJ Flow was at spot he had on Friday. Yeah, Euphoria. So that was a great opportunity to DJ, like not just for Rock Nation, but in front of one of his A&Rs of Rock Nation. So thanks again for that, Ron. Appreciate you, Ron.
Always, man, always. And look, be on the lookout. It's called Two-Headed Monster. White Boy Frazier Teasy.
Okay.
We got you. All right, Ron.
All right, my man.
All right.
Yeah, man. So we just trying to stay in the community. So let me ask you, so do y'all do things like give back to the community and any ideas like that?
Well, that's definitely the next move.
Okay.
Because again, we still in our infancy stage.
Yeah.
We only on our third party at this particular location. So so starting the spring, we definitely plan to start doing drives and things like that.
Yeah.
You know. But again, that's definitely in the plans without question. I mean, because giving back is basically what Bese Saka is giving back. I mean, when you come to our events, I actually have hosts. I pay hosts just to go around, like, because back in the day, you had people in the club that made you feel welcome and special.
Wow.
And I want to bring that back to the party scene. That feeling of, it's only $10, but the experience was much more than that.
Yeah, like, are you okay? Hey,
absolutely.
and
we have somebody passing out mints. And,
I'm about to say, we had birthday cake last time I came.
Every time.
We had some cake.
So I could just come to parties and birthday cake?
Yeah. They had cake. They was passing out cake.
We celebrate every party.
So somebody had a birthday?
It wasn't no birthday.
It's not for birthday.
It's the Bese Saka cake.
It's for the party.
Who makes the cake? Who makes the
some
cake?
special people we know.
Lord.
I can't give you out all the secrets. Let me ask you a question. I think everybody want to know. I want to know who's the better dancer.
Who's the better dancer?
Yeah, I just want to know.
You gotta ask. You asked the boss. Ask the boss over
you're
there.
a true boss. You want to be a boss? Can you come in for a second, boss? Yeah.
Because everybody knows she is the best dancer.
Well, she is the best dancer.
Yeah.
Yes.
About them dance or me dance? Them dance or me dance?
We know she's
We already know you're the best
out of them
dancer.
two. We
Nobody's
know
competing with you.
you can kill a dance floor.
Well, see, this is the thing. White Boy Will, I taught him. So
Right.
32 years ago.
32 years
ago.
So now all I'm saying is I have no comment.
Well, thank you for that. Thank you for that nothing.
Yeah. Nothing.
I never seen Mike dance.
She
I
didn't
gotta
want to be biased because she taught Mike how to dance. I think she just wanted to throw that out there.
I see Will in Melbourne.
She taught Will.
She taught me. But you gotta come to the party just to see Tanya dance.
Oh, the whistle. And she got the whistle.
Yeah, just watch out. When she gets the whistle and the moves at the same time,
Man,
watch out.
yo, I felt the energy so much, I started hosting. I ain't never hosted. Shout out to DJ 5-Star. He came up to me like, Duke, you're doing a good job, but they don't really talk loud on the mic. Yeah.
Shout out to 5-Star.
Yeah, he did a good job. Energy was crazy.
Okay.
So I'm acting like it's a regular party.
Right.
Yeah, man, I was, talking good, but
I was just impressed that he was dancing and talking on the mic. He never dances and never talks to
I don't never do that. Yeah.
He was at our party. It was talking. I'm like, go ahead, dude.
It was biblical, man.
Okay.
That's a vibe for real.
Yeah, it's a vibe.
That's a vibe.
Don't be scared to come out and experience it, miss.
Yeah. I think I
absolutely
met Tanya on the dance floor.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Two-stepping or she was doing the whistle thing?
No, she took it to another level.
Another level.
We was both kind of two-stepping.
Well, I've seen you two steps.
Yeah, now you ain't two-stepping,
sure?
buddy. Well, you got that spin.
Don't
He got the old school spin.
Don't sleep.
He got the old school spin.
Don't tell them don't sleep, Will. They don't even know.
You can't dance as a DJ. You can't dance.
Come on, man.
But I see Will.
You can't trust a DJ who can't dance.
Listen.
Wow, I like that one. I like that one.
So that way,
that
you got them two right there.
I can dance.
Exclude me from that one.
I can dance, yo.
Listen.
I'm cool.
Don't sleep on me.
This is the party to go to if you want to express yourself. You can be the best dancer, or this is your first step on the dance floor.
Yeah.
I mean, people. That's the nice thing about house. People don't judge you about how you dance. When you go out there, you just do your own thing.
That's
people, feel your vibe. They come over and dance with you, maybe or maybe not. Sometimes people dance on their own. Don't ever feel like you have to have somebody to dance with at our party. People just go off.
One of my good friends, Marty, my man Party Marty, he always said, it's about in house music. It's about you and the DJ.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about partners. It's none of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's about you and the DJ. That you're going to feel a vibe with the music itself.
Yes.
Right.
You know. So if we need the boss to verify, can I dance or not?
We ain't got that much time.
Oh, so she spoke on that.
We ain't got that much time.
She spoke on that.
She said yes, he can.
Oh, I know.
That's what she said.
I know.
Well, so we got a question we ask all our guests. So we'll start here with the DJ. Right. Well, now let's start with Will. So, how important is the DJ?
Well, you know what? I want to bring this back to my college days, because in my college days, I took this course on African American music.
Okay.
And so we started with traditional African music, and it was explained to us by this illustrious jazz practitioner that the relationship between the drummer and the dancer is very important. You can't take one and the other. It's not like somebody in like your Eurocentric culture where you have somebody on the stage and people sit in the audience and they sit and then at the end they clap. You know, in the African cultures, African diaspora, the attention and the relationship between the performer and the dancer is very, very important. And so I feel like in house it's exactly that. If the DJ is not doing what they're supposed to be doing, people leave the floor. If the DJ responds to the dancers get even more hype and more into it. And the DJ can control the environment just like the dancers can kind of push the environment. So I've seen it on both sides as an amateur DJ and as an amateur dancer, and I really feel like that's what we have going for us in our party, is that relationship between every DJ that comes in there and all the dancers is really a special thing. You got to experience it yourself.
Okay. Well, my take on it, the DJ is everything. I mean, he's the reason why you're there, really. Mm-hmm. I mean, unless it's Odell's, then you want to experience the system. The system plays a part, too. The DJ, to me, that connection that the DJ has, he's almost like he's an artist. He's painting a picture. I have to speak about house. I can't speak for any other genre of music. Yeah. But it's like he paints a picture, and you'll follow him as he's painting his picture. So it's almost like you come to hear his mind, not so much as your favorite song. Because any DJ can play the top 40. See, we must understand. You can play a list of top 40 and people say, man, that party was banging.
Yeah, but, all the pop,
right. But to actually take people somewhere that they didn't even know where they were going.
I love it.
I've learned.
I mean, I've had people come to me and they can remember my mixes from 30 years ago. I remember when you mixed this. Like, what? You remember a mix? I mean, they can actually remember my mixes from the fantasies. I'm like, wow, you know, even the Bible declares, brag not on yourself, let others brag on you. So even when I hear stuff like that, I say to myself, I must have been pretty good. Yeah. You know, to actually be able to put mix of songs together like that. So to me, the DJ is everything, man. He's the maestro. Yeah, I love it. He controls the mood of the party. I'm talking days when DJs they DJ for 7 hours. I used to DJ for 7 hours the entire night. But now you have 3-4 DJs on the bill, so you may only get an hour in. So people may not get a full view of what you're able to do.
But you just getting warmed up in like that hour.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You're just getting warmed up in that hour.
Absolutely. So the DJ is everything, man. He's everything.
Well, we got our special, it looks like we got our special artist spotlight on the line here. DJ Cole.
Cole.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, DJ Cole?
What's up, Cole?
I just called in to show y'all some love, and I also wanted to say, I just want to say your guests today are they're very inspiring.
Thank you.
To them saying that they carry records for miles to events, that shows a lot of hard work and dedication. Man. I'm all about starting from the bottom and seeing that progress and seeing that hard work and dedication to greatness and to become great.
Thank you.
It's very inspiring.
Hey, Cole.
And then you mentioned something about studying the crowd. Like recently, I've gotten a lot of compliments on that because that's real important. But
Absolutely.
I just want to say you guys are very inspiring today.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Cole, did you know you were the artist spotlight today?
No, I didn't.
Yes, you were.
To you.
We just had a shout out to DJ Cole. She was the artist spotlight.
Yep.
Duke did his piece about you today, so it's great that you called in.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Thank you. I think
no doubt. Appreciate the call.
Thanks, Cole.
All right.
So, Michael, Will, do you have family that's in the music? Kids or relatives?
Well, yeah. I mean, when I was growing up, both my parents sang. My dad actually toured South America in college singing. Yep.
Wow.
And my in a choir. My mom was in a choir, and I grew up in the church, so I sang in the church choir, and then I went.
Okay.
My sister sings, and both my daughters sing. My son doesn't sing as much.
Wow.
My daughter plays. She played a really mean cello, but she gave it up, and she taught herself keyboard. So I think musical. There's some sort of musical passion there throughout the generations. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I actually owe it to I have
in the
older
bloodline.
Yes, an older brother who was an aspiring artist, and at the tender age of 8 years old, when he would be painting, he would be playing records.
Wow.
And I like spending time around my brother, so I would just sit and watch him paint and just listen to the music, and it actually immersed a young soul.
Yeah.
For a lot of people who actually DJs or musicians, if you listen to them talk, they will say that they've been around music. They've just been around it.
Yeah.
If you sit, it will actually immerse your soul.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that made me think about event. You know how I got ideas. What if we? I know we do sipping paints. I DJed a lot of them. What if we do, especially with the youth, right? Because I really care. I care a lot about adults, everybody,
yeah.
but the youth is really important, right?
Right.
Yes.
What if? How y'all think about this idea? We did something like a sipping paint, where as though you got the music playing,
Right.
and a child can get up in front of everybody, and you can paint your feelings of
Right.
that
Wow.
song.
Wow.
Just think, just some
That's
ideas.
powerful.
Just some,
Wow.
for what
That's
you
deep.
just said, like Cole was saying, for what you just said. Like, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I like that.
I like that
From what
idea
your
as well.
brother,
Yes.
and he was painting. So what you do? Does he still paint now? or
Well,
what-
God bless his soul. He's in heaven now.
Okay.
But I really owe it to him. I
Absolutely.
really did, because again, just sitting around and listening and watching him dance while he's actually enjoying it. So just watching him and just listening to this music, and then I started liking music. And when I started DJing, I learned how on one turntable counting bars and putting the needle back about 2,000 times. If I had two of these, I would catch this break. And I was so good at putting the needle back, and I could put it back so fast it would be on beat, and I could just put it back.
Amazing.
And so when I got two, hands down, I mean, putting that needle where I needed it was like nothing.
So just explain it one more time. So the turntable spinning. I'm a very, I'm really into. I'm gonna probably do this.
Okay.
Try to he
plays on turntables right now.
I just love new things. So all right, so can you explain it one more time?
If the record's spinning,
Okay.
Okay, you see your break. You can see your break. As soon as that song breaks, right before the break is over, put it back at the beginning of the break. Put it back at the beginning of the break. So
okay. So
just catching my break and extending it.
So basically, loop it.
Basically, exactly.
So looping the real, like a traditional loop,
like you would do instead of using the cue button.
Yeah.
So some DJs put a little piece of tape on the middle of the record on
Yeah.
the label, so you remember exactly where to put it. You can see the groove sometimes. It's heavier or lighter depending on what's going to happen.
Yeah,
in the song.
that's what's actually difficult for me. Every time I started, because I'm teaching. I taught myself how to use the turntable.
Okay.
But now I'm teaching myself the original vinyl records, not just the digital.
Right,
It's kind of hard.
So you didn't start with 1200s?
No. I've only been doing it like 5 years.
Oh, okay.
I started with the controller.
Okay. You still in your feeding stages?
Yeah, and I just fell in love with turntables. Now I don't own a controller. I just turntable like.
You know they're coming back.
With turntable?
Yeah, they
shout out to Rain. The Rain, I wait for my Rain 12s to come. That's the new era. And that's the, you know what the Rain is?
I haven't heard that.
So the Rain is Jazzy Jeff actually endorsed.
Oh, I saw the little piece in the center.
So basically, it's no needle. It's needleless turntable.
Right,
so you can lift it up. As you know, with the turntable, the vibration messes the needle.
Right,
exactly.
Again, I'm learning. So that irritates me sometimes. DJing, the speakers is.
Right, exactly.
Oh, speaking of that, now at the club Odell's, right?
Okay.
I know you say you was coming in. So I just sent up Wayne Davis probably with no two. With all the vibration from the speakers, how did he use turntables and keep the party going with all that vibration?
Well, they're suspended on rubber bands.
So put rubber band
exactly. So
it's like hanging in the air.
Exactly.
So that the vibration underneath.
Absolutely.
So you said the speakers run.
Well, the booth is about 20 feet in the air.
I heard about that.
The booth's about 20 feet in the air, so I'm not sure if they were as affected as I was at Fantasies, because at Fantasies, I'm right on the dance floor.
Okay.
So the turntable was just
the vibrate. I'm just like,
I had to hold them still from the floor movement. I mean,
so you said you put a rubber band?
He said they were suspended from rubber bands.
Rubber band. It's a little square, and it's rubber bands on hooks on each corner. It's about maybe 30 or 40 rubber bands just to sustain the weight.
Wow.
And that's how they would do it. And they actually moved. You can touch them and they move.
What?
Yeah, so it actually absorbs, any vibrational sound, so they neither wouldn't skip.
Yeah, man, we need y'all back, man. We gotta make Summit. We gotta put Summit together.
I want to tell Wayne Davis' story. One of my favorite memories was going to Signals. He would go to Signals and he'd have the tape decks going. I mean, the reel going. He had 3 turntables going, and there was this one little spot you could like squirrel up next to him and look into the DJ booth and see what he was doing. And that's when I knew I wanted to be a DJ, when I could see him do that.
Wow.
And as Michael was explaining, very few DJs booths are like that. They're usually like at our party, it's way up high. You can't see what the DJ is doing. But that at Signals it was kind of cool because you could like 1 or 2 people could go up and see what he was doing. And he's just a magician, really.
I heard Teddy said the same thing. I'm gonna go into this little piece here. Yeah, it's your boy DJ Niledge. We getting ready to go into this positive word of the day. Tune in. So as y'all know, once a month I'm going to dedicate my section to the veterans, and today another black soldier fact has to do with the Buffalo Soldiers. Originally were members of the 10th Cavalry Regiment of the United States Army, formed on September 21st, 1866. They were nicknamed by Native American tribes who fought in the Indian Wars because of the bison coats they wore in the winter. The Buffalo Soldiers mainly served on the western frontier following the American Civil War. One of the most famous Buffalo Soldiers was Lieutenant Henry O. Flipper. He was West Point's first black graduate and America's first black officer, and he became the first black hero in the ranks of the black regiments. July 28th is Buffalo Soldiers Day, proclaimed by President George Bush in 1992 to celebrate the all-black Army regiment's outstanding legacy of service. The Buffalo Soldiers, as Bush acknowledged, are a historically important group, best remembered for fighting on America's western frontier. But their achievements were not limited to the western United States, Bush said. Members of the Buffalo Soldiers served in other parts of America and in places as far as Cuba, Mexico, and the Philippines. Never questioned the patriotism of American black heroes. This unknown black soldier fact was brought to you by Salute to Duty, your leader in patriotism marketing. I got a question for you guys. Do y'all know the significance of the number 22 when it comes to veterans? Anybody?
The number 22?
The number 22.
No.
22.
Nope. Okay.
Drop the jewel.
Yeah.
That is the unfortunate number of veterans that are killed by suicide each day due to PTSD.
Wow.
Each day.
That's
wow.
So, with that being said, the DJ booth is partnering with the Salute to Duty to bring awareness to the veteran suicide and to support those organizations that reach out to veterans in distress. We are going to, coming in the future, we're going to be letting our listeners know how they can participate in the Salute to Duty 22 challenge. So that'll be coming next month. So remember, this holiday season, think about our veterans, reach out to them and thank them for their service. They sacrifice so much to protect our freedoms.
Right.
Absolutely.
So that's the word.
Wow.
That's my word for the day.
Yeah. So, Mike, where can we reach you at? And let's go over your event one more time before we get out of here.
So the event is on Friday. This Friday starts at 10 p.m., goes to 5 a.m. into Saturday morning. Club, it's called Factory 17. It's at 1722 North Charles Street. That's 1 block up from the Penn Station, 1 block before you get to Gatsby's, 2 blocks, block and a half before you get to North Avenue if you're going up North Avenue. You can hit us on Instagram, WhiteBoyWill, WYTBOYWIL, or Bese Saka, you say it.
Bese Saka, the party for the house music purists.
Okay.
Yep. And on Facebook, you just look up Bese Saka, BESE Saka, SAKA.
Right.
How many years y'all been doing this?
Oh man.
Overall?
Yeah. Oh,
6 months.
Well, 6 months. Yeah. 5 to 6 months. Yeah.
Following that crazy already.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dope.
Man.
Where can they find you at, Mike?
Facebook. Follow Facebook. Yes, I have a Bese Saka page. Will have mentioned the Bese Saka page. I have that page. I also have a Michael Joyner page as well. Okay. That you can follow me on there, and I have an Instagram page. Also, Bese Saka Instagram page, as well as a Michael Joyner page there as well.
Okay. All right.
So now where can we find you?
Catch me at DJ Niledge on Instagram. DJ NILEDGE. And
what you got going on this weekend or this week?
Well, nothing really. I'm gonna be at Bese Saka.
Okay.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
Bese Saka.
Yeah, I'll be there.
I'm trying to get to make sure I got.
Next week we got the Remember, which will be the next joint, which will be 2 days after Christmas, the 27th. Will be the next Remember party at 1818 North Charles Street from 7 to 12.
Up, man.
That's a nice spot, bro.
Right.
Yeah, thanks,
that's a nice spot.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, Keesh, how about yourself? What's up, DJ Keesh?
Hey,
Keesh. That leather, jeez.
You can find me at Keesh the Brand, KeeshTheBrand, or Little Miss Butterfly events.
Okay, and what you got coming up, Miss Boss Lady?
I think I just have like private events. You know, my memory is horrible, but I think I just have like private
I didn't know
events.
that.
I forgot.
Yeah, it really is.
Private events. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, you know, private events, you name your price. So
See, that was uncalled for. Just ask me my question, please. I'm just trying to get out of here, please. Right. That was uncalled for. We got a sound effect for that, but I don't know. How you doing, Keesh?
how you doing, dude? You ready? You ready to stop playing with me?
Yeah.
Where can we find you at?
Instagram on the Grind Duke, as Keith like to say. My Facebook is DJ Duke Live. My official website is mixtapegorillaDJDuke.com. Holler at me this weekend. I got what's the day? We got Friday. I'm gonna stop past Bese Saka.
Bese Saka.
Bese Saka event. But also immediately found out I'm at New Edison Lounge. Shout out to Big Ant Mo. That's going to be ridiculous.
Shout out to Edison Lounge.
Yeah, shout out to Jazz. Going to be ridiculous. Shout out DJ TNT will be there for me. Saturday, have an event 5 to 9. Then Sunday's a private event. Sunday, same day, another Christmas party. Actually Saturday, the Kiss Foundation. Shout out to Murray Bowles, Muggsy Bowles, sister and cousin and stuff. So great weekend, busy weekend.
Yes.
Be blessed, man. You know what I mean? Any quick quotes out of the day from anybody?
Stay thankful for the things you have and don't worry about the things you don't.
Ooh, that's a good
quick
one.
quote, fellas. I know it's on the spot.
No, I just wanted to say Leave No Trace is a great movie about PTSD and veterans, so I want to make sure if people are interested in this issue, they get out there and see that film before it leaves theaters.
Okay. Yeah, hit us up, man, if you need some information on it. Real quick, on the spot, DJ.
He kind of spoke for us.
We're a team right now.
That's what's up, man.
Real quick, Keesh.
Keep God first.
I can go.
I would leave it. Keep God first, man.
Keep him first.
Genuine leather is the goal today. Genuine leather.
I thought it was
Make sure
genuine.
No, it's a new word. Genuine.
That's the artist.
That's how I feel when I look at your leather. Genuine leather. Just go with it. People start hashtagging genuine leather. I'm gonna send them to your girl.
We appreciate all our listeners listening out there, man. Check out the YouTube page, Wise Guys _ENT for all the previous episodes. Thanks for listening in. Peace.
Thanks for having us.
Genuine leather.